Let us see parallel operation of transformer. So very first thing, what is need of parallel operation? So need is when load is increased beyond the capacity. Load increase beyond capacity of existing transformer, right? Capacity of existing transformer. Then we require to add one more transformer to share the load. Second need, to maintain continuity of supply in the event of failure of existing transformer. So to maintain continuity of supply. In the event of failure of existing transformer, right? Third need will be to avoid interruption of supply, to avoid interruption of supply during routine maintenance of transformer. During routine maintenance of transformer, right? So these are the needs due to which we require parallel operation of transformer. Now let us see what are the conditions to be satisfied to connect transformer in parallel. So necessary conditions. For parallel operation. For parallel operation. So very first important condition is, and see, we have two transformers. Transformer A and transformer B. And say this is load bus bar, and these are the bus bars here, no issue, right? So one transformer is connected here, second transformer is also connected to this bus bar. The secondary side is also connected, and we can connect here load, right? So this is what bus bar. So let us see conditions. Very first condition is the transformer should be connected with correct polarity. Correct polarity. What does it mean if I have transformers? Say these are the transformers. So these are the dots. Suppose this is EA EMF induced, and with this polarity EB EMF is induced here, and if I connect upper terminal here and lower terminal here, then in this case the loop voltage will be, you can see from anywhere, if I move from here minus to plus, voltage rise, and from here plus to minus voltage drop. So voltage in loop will be EA difference EB. That is what subtractive polarity. So if EA and EB are same, then there will not be any loop voltage and there will not be any circulating current. Therefore no circulating current in loop. This is what correct polarity. And if the transformers are connected with additive polarity, that is wrong polarity, that means this upper terminal is not connected to this plus terminal, it is connected to lower. So in that case there will be circulating current with incorrect polarity. There will be circulating current, and that circulating current IC will be given by EA difference EB by total impedance. Total impedance means impedance of transformer A ZA plus impedance of transformer B ZB, and it is not equal to 0. And this circulating current will draw power from where? Will draw power from primary side of each transformer. Therefore it will cause copper loss, more copper loss, resulting heating, right? Resulting heating of transformer without any useful output. Heating without any useful output. Right? And it will also lead to unequal loading. So if I am connecting transformers with wrong polarity, then there will be circulating current causing copper loss and heating of transformer with no useful output, and there will be unequal loading. Transformer A and transformer B will be loaded with inequality, and they will not share load according to their capacity. Second condition is transformer should have same voltage rating and voltage ratio. Same voltage rating and voltage ratio. Right, ratios. Same voltage rating, same voltage ratios, and if not, what will happen? Again there will be circulating current. EA minus EB. Why? EA is not equal to EB. If same voltage rating is not there, then EA and EB will differ, and because of that there will be EA difference EB ZA plus ZB. So same issue, it will cause heating without useful output, and it will also lead to it will also lead to unequal loading of transformer. So they must have same voltage rating. EA must be equal to EB, right, and same voltage ratio. Now third condition is per unit impedance, per unit or percentage impedance of transformer should be same. Of transformers should be same. Should be same. If not, then load shared will not be according to their KVA loading. Then load shared load sharing will not be according to their capacity or their kVA rating. Right? One of the transformer will be more loaded and second will be lightly loaded. That will be the problem. Next necessary condition is ratio of reactance to resistance. That is reactance to resistance. It is X by R. Ratio of transformer should be same for same power factor operation. Should be same for same power factor operation. If not, then for given load, operating power factor of transformers will be different. Operating power factor of transformer will be different. Right? So if X by R ratio is not there, the power factor of one transformer and second transformer and number of transformers which are connected in parallel, they will not be same, they will differ based on their X by R ratio. Right? So these are the necessary conditions to connect transformers in parallel. Now let us see load sharing by transformer. We will see for equal voltage ratio. See, all conditions are essential, but some of conditions can be compromised, right? So load sharing, and if equal voltage ratio is there, then how transformers will share load? So let me show two transformers with their impedance. Say ZA, this is EA and its impedance is ZA. This is one transformer. It is connected in parallel with second transformer. Second transformer impedance is ZB and EMF is EB, and it is supplying voltage here of V to load. This is load current, right? So load is connected here. Current by transformer B is IB and current by transformer is IA. So by current division I can write here IA current will be IL into opposite impedance ZB by total impedance ZA plus ZB. Right? And if I multiply both sides by V, so it will be V into IA equal to V into IL ZB by ZA plus ZB. Therefore, VI is a kVA rating or volt ampere rating. So I can write here kVA of transformer A equal to load kVA, V into IL. IL is flowing in load. Here load is connected. Right? Load is connected. So it will be SL ZB by ZA plus ZB. So we can write load shared by transformer A in terms of given load and impedance. Similarly, SB can also be written as SL ZA by ZA plus ZB. So in this way we can find the load shared by different transformers. Right? Now let us see standard connections and application of three-phase transformer. This was related with us. We have seen up till now a single-phase transformer. Now we are interested in three-phase transformer. So we will see three-phase transformer in next video.